A former Louisiana mayor was arrested on third-degree charge days after she resigned from office. Misty Roberts, age 42, who resigned as mayor in De Ritter, LA on July 27th, turned herself into authorities on Thursday, August 1st, following allegations that she a minor, the Louisiana State Police stated in a statement. The arrest was part of what appears to be a dramatic series of events in the mayor's office. On July 25th, Roberts stated in a letter she would be out of office from July 27th and August 10th and appointed the local fire chief to be the acting mayor. Meanwhile, authorities in Beauregard Parish opened an investigation into the mayor on July 26th after learning of allegations of relations with a juvenile. During their investigation, LSP authorities spoke with two juveniles, one of whom was the alleged victim. Quote, both juveniles confirmed Roberts had with one juvenile victim while employed as mayor. On July 27th, Roberts signed her resignation letter where she has stated she was stepping down to adjust my focus and priorities. She turned herself in on August 1st. Her lawyer, Adam Johnson, stated that his client was not aware of the charges until the day before she turned herself in. Quote, my client learned late last night of a warrant despite not being contacted to be interviewed prior to investigators obtaining the warrant. My client maintains her innocence and, as it stands, she is in fact innocent. Roberts, who was also facing a charge of contributing to the delinquency of a minor, was released on a $75,000 bond a little over an hour after she was booked. For the life of me, I still can't understand this, right? Because the main thing that always gets stated time and time again is that primarily and only men are the main ones that decide to do these types of crimes. And for the life of me, again, I'm seeing more and more and more and more women of varying age ranges 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s doing this. And they normally have the position of being in the schools, right? These are the people that have the utmost access to the family, right? They are the principal, they are the assistant principal, they're an assistant teacher, they are a full-fledged teacher, right? Or a coach, what have you. And these women seemingly decide that these are the things that they want to do. There's fields of men out here. There are men out here all over the world that are seeking and vying for the attention of women. But these women specifically are like, nah, I'm not going to go in that direction. Not going to do that. I'm going to sit up there and go in the area of least resistance. I'm going to go in the area of which I have the utmost control. And by way of control, that basically means your children. And too many times on social media, I see a lot of people skating by, ignoring, not wanting to talk about the elephant in the room. Now, on my platform, I have done quite a bit when it deals with talking about this on the other side, when it deals with men doing these exact same things. And magically, everybody has something to say. Everybody want to run their mouth. Everybody want to talk, yada, yada, yada. But oddly enough, when I just so happen to highlight women doing these things, committing a lot of these crimes, these atrocities, you don't see a lot of people wanting to start yelling. Nobody wants to stand on a soapbox and nobody really wants to speak. And that literally tells me that people only care about these issues when the face of it is a man. If it's a woman, there's some type of excuse to maybe postpartum distress. She was going through a bad emotional breakup. She just lost her boyfriend or her dog, or it's always some type of an excuse to justify the actions of a woman doing these things. And if it's not that, then, like I said before, people are pretty much silent. That goes with mainstream media. They're not going to play anything like this 24/7, 48 hours a day, 72 hours a day. They're not going to do this weekly and chop it up, right? This also goes to others out there that have social media platforms. Again, they're not going to talk about this. If you look at a lot of female social media platforms, they're not going to cover these stories. But yet these are some of the same ones who talk about that they care about the family, they care about women, they care about the kids. But yet when your own, and I'm talking about women, are committing these crimes, these atrocities, silence. It's silence. But I'm supposed to sit here and believe, as a content creator, that all of these adults out here specifically and actually care about the home and care about the family. And I want to reiterate again, these are some of the main people who have the utmost access when it deals with the children, when it deals with the family. Because time and time again, it's women that are out here in the school system, right? It's women that are primarily taking care of the children. That means from nurseries, that means from pre-K, Head Start, middle school, high school, and even night school for those who, may be a little bit late. And nobody tends to question any of that. No one looks at that suspiciously or want to side eye that, right? But the moment in time that you have a man in position, a man in power, people are like, oh, yeah, we know. We know what he's about. We know what he's going to sit up there and do. It's only a matter of time before he gets caught. I would love it if there was a world where people were actually more balanced or even when it dealt with these things, where people would, the exact same energy that they give to men, I wish they would actually give that to women. Because what people are going to find out later on is that far too often you've been having these things happen. It's just that they were not reported, or the fact that they were looked over, or people didn't take it serious enough because, again, it was a woman. And the only time that people tend to take crime seriously is when a man did it. Even if it's the exact same crime, people are only going to take it serious if a man did the crime. And that's a shame because there's a lot of kids out here who need help, who need protection from individuals such as this, but they will never receive that protection because it's not a man perpetrating that crime.